On September 26, 1983, inside the Serpukhov 15 bunker, alarms began to blare. The Oko early warning system of the Soviet Air Defense Forces reported the unthinkable. American nuclear missiles were incoming.
This alert did not happen in a vacuum. Just weeks earlier, on September 1st, Soviet military forces shot down Korean Airlines Flight 007, killing all 269 people on board. That tragedy, combined with planned United States Pershing II missile deployments and upcoming NATO exercises, had pushed Cold War tensions to extreme, highly volatile levels.
The man sitting at the console that night was Stanislav Yevgrafovich Petrov, a 44-year-old lieutenant colonel. Crucially, Petrov was not just a soldier. He had a background as a software engineer and had actually helped develop the combat algorithms for the very early warning system that was now flashing red. A satellite named Cosmos 1382 was telling him that missiles had launched from American Minuteman silos in Montana. Soviet leadership would have had a roughly 10 to 15-minute window to authorize a retaliatory nuclear launch. A heavy decision rested on Petrov. Historical accounts vary on exactly how he processed this moment. Some say it was a gut decision, while others argue it was a calculated technical analysis. But Petrov knew one critical thing. An incoming American first strike would logically consist of hundreds of missiles, not a small salvo of just 5.
Pop culture often claims that Petrov simply ignored protocol and sat in silence, but primary accounts show he took deliberate action. He picked up the phone and notified his superiors, but he reported the alarm as a system malfunction, not as a missile launch. There is intense debate over what would have happened next. While popular commentary speculates that a full-scale Soviet counterstrike would have automatically occurred, nuclear policy experts note that Soviet doctrine technically required corroboration from ground radar before authorizing retaliation.
Petrov was right. There were no American missiles. The system had triggered false launch alarms due to a rare solar reflection off high-altitude clouds over Montana. For his actions, Petrov did not receive a medal. Instead, he was reprimanded for failing to properly log events in the war diary during the crisis. The public remained completely unaware of how close the world came to the brink until 1998, when Colonel General Yuri Votintsev revealed the incident in his memoirs.
The design of early warning systems inherently demands speed, pushing toward automated, split-second decisions. But on that night in 1983, the most vital component of the Soviet nuclear shield was the human capacity for doubt. Because an engineer understood the flaws in his own machine, a false sunburst did not become a global catastrophe.